Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are at the Ridge Motorsports Park for Moto America. Now, one of the really great things about Moto America is that you're able to walk around and meet the teams. Not to mention the atmosphere and how close you get to being next to the action. Now, we had an amazing turnout at the Ridge for Moto America. As you can see here, there were so many people. It was really, really incredible. Now, this right here is Jeremy and Shayna with Truth Be Told Apparel and the Remix Racing Project. Now, like I said, Moto America allows the fans to have access to the race teams. After talking with Shayna and Jeremy, they invited us to come over so that we could sit down, talk, and they could tell us about their story that we wanted to cover here. So, here we go. All right, we're here, day 3 at Moto America at the Ridge, and we're here talking with Jeremy and Shayna from the Remix Racing Project about what they are doing. And then at the end, I've got a few random questions to give them. All right, so Jeremy and Shayna, thank you guys for joining us. This is an incredible opportunity to be able to come and talk to you guys about some of the things that are really important to you and what started the Remix Racing Project.
Absolutely, you want to tell them how it started?
Yeah, so, Shayna and I met at the track. She was supporting her daughter, my bonus daughter, who also races, and we went out and spun some laps together, and kind of the magic happened from there. As we got to know each other, we realized that we had both been through so much, and we were on this healing journey together. I'm personally in recovery 22 years from a really severe meth addiction. In and out of jails and institutions, homeless, on the street. Turn things around not by luck, but by finding a community of non-judgmental, accepting people who are willing to give me another chance and believe in me even before I could believe in myself. And that was the path that I was on, and met Shayna, and our paths crossed. And and it's just been an incredible journey together. And about 3 years ago, in the racing community, the day would end and people would ask me if I want to drink, and I'd tell them, I don't drink, I'm in recovery. Or we would get to talking, and I'd tell them all this stuff that I'd been through, and I'd talk about it without shame or embarrassment, because I think that it's really important to just find a way to be comfortable in your own skin. And I had people coming up and whispering to me, me too, I've also been through this, or I know somebody who's been through that, or I lost my loved one to suicide, or whatever it was. And I said, the fact that you feel like you have to hide this and whisper it means that we got some work to do. Let's see if we can create a space where we all feel comfortable in our own skin, can be our most authentic selves. And I'm gonna let Shayna tell you her story, but we both just had a really shared passion for being wounded healers by helping others through what we've learned in our own healing journey.
Absolutely.
That's inspirational.
Thank you. I actually come from the mental health aspect of things. I left a 25-year domestic violence situation and got breast cancer along with it.
Oh, wow.
I was able
double whammy.
Yeah, I definitely went through. And again, coming to the motorcycle community, as we all laugh and joke, throttle therapy, has really helped to not only heal myself, but also to heal my daughter. She runs the youth portion of the Remix Racing Project.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, we started as this, using our race team as a platform to get people's attention so that we could talk about mental health and addiction recovery. We would go to mental health fairs, and you walk by all these booths with brochures and pamphlets and maybe a little giveaway or some candy to get you to come to their table, and you look down the row and there's a motorcycle and a racing suit and some interesting looking people. Everybody wanted to come talk to us. And so we started having conversations with, and everybody wanted to tell their story. And so we started normalizing the conversation about mental health and about addiction, just having a brave space where people could just bring their truth into a conversation with us. We started getting attention outside of the motorcycle community and decided we wanted to also expand to make sure that we created access for people, whether they were part of our community or not, our motorcycle community or the community at large. So Haley, Shayna's daughter, who's also a regional champion motorcycle racer, started our teen outreach program called Remix Roadshow. And she goes into high schools and teaches resiliency skills. And then we published a book a little over a year ago called Remix Recovery. And it's just a method of healing from mental health challenges and substance use problems that's based on the philosophy that we've just been talking about.
Yeah.
And we started a whole network of peer-led support groups based on that model so that we can also reach people both inside and outside of the motorcycle community who need a brave space to come and rediscover their most authentic selves.
Yeah, I mean, I've shared on our channel the challenges that our family has been impacted with the loss of my younger brother, him committing suicide, like the same month my youngest daughter was born. She was born January 1st, and he passed away on the 28th at 28 years old. And like, we all knew that he was struggling, but we didn't know how to connect with him. And then dealing with that afterwards, like, I didn't realize that the impact that it had on me. And knowing that I needed to be there for my family, being a provider and a dad, I had to go and seek therapy myself. But one of the things was the motorcycle community and my brother Mike, who's behind the camera, and he's definitely been through it, along with my wife. You know, the battle of dealing with people, like not dealing with, but being there with people who are going through battles, as well as the impact that it has on them as family members.
I think that's one of the things that's not discussed as openly is that it's an impact on everyone. It's not just the person who's currently experiencing the emotions, but it's everyone around them. You go through it in your own way. So making sure that not only we help to provide resources for the individual who's seeking, but also for everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, on the racing side of things, the motorcycle side, what are you guys racing? How long are you in racing? What got you into Moto America?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Tim. So I've been riding motorcycles on and off my whole life, but when I got really deep into addiction, I wasn't able to ride anymore. And so one of my real passions was kind of stolen by my addiction. So when I got into recovery, a buddy reintroduced me to riding, and I got into the throttle therapy of riding a bike, but it was really about reconnecting with a community of motorcycle enthusiasts, whether they ride or not, whether they ride in the front seat or the back seat, or they're just kind of, you know, supporting riders.
Around it.
That community was something that was really healing for me, and but I also wanted a safe place to learn how to do it smart.
Right.
Riding on the street, we do a little bit of touring and everything, but I wanted a place where I could go really enjoy the bike in a safer environment, clean surface, everybody going the same direction, no cars.
Exactly.
And, so I started doing track days, and I was really open to, I love learning. I think life should be a journey of learning. And so
Definitely.
I was getting a lot of coaching, and people were saying, hey, you know, you've got a knack for this, you're pretty fast, you should try putting it to the test. So I actually started racing. I'm 53 now. This all started really late in life. So back at the end of 2018, I did my first couple races. And I got to tell you, the first time a green flag dropped and I launched in my very first race, it was probably better than any drug I had ever done.
Right?
Yeah, it was just incredible. And so then I've been racing ever since. And every time I set a new goal for myself, just to push myself, because you know, when you're on this path, you wonder, what else can I do? And with the right support, with the right people alongside you, encouraging you, challenging you, you find that things that used to seem impossible become, you know, they're within reach all of a sudden.
That's exactly, like, that's part of our journey, Mike and I, with our channel.
I don't feel so bad now. I'm 38. Second time on track was last Sunday. So.
There you go.
Doing good.
It's never too late. So what happened was 55 is the cutoff to enter Moto America, and I knew I had a couple years left, and we have friends that race Moto America, and I thought, you know, I I wonder if I can do it. I don't know that I could do it, but I wonder if I could do it. So last year at Laguna Seca in the Super Sport class, which is one of the 2 premium classes, so most competitive, right?
Yeah.
I got the team together, we got some sponsors together, we got a great bike together, and I went out, and it was by far the most stressful thing I had ever done, but we accomplished it. And it really felt like it was the team that successfully accomplished this amazing milestone. And it also brought so much attention to what we do, because I'm not out there racing for myself. I'm racing for the mission that our nonprofit is carrying with us wherever we go. And we were having conversations like this with people in the paddock throughout the entire weekend, and it was, I don't know, it was just a really special experience. So I thought I want to do it again this year. We have a friend who races in Super Hooligan class. I called him up in the off season. I said, what do you think about me trying that one for 2025? He was all about it, gave me some tips on what bike to put together, what package to put together.
Right.
He gave me some coaching, and it's been a wild ride ever since. You know, it's a 5-round championship. We missed the first round of Daytona, but we're at Atlanta, just trying to finish the race, not last, so we ended up in the points.
Right.
And we came here, we just finished our second race of the weekend a couple hours ago, and points finish in both race 1 and race 2. And but most importantly, we've been spreading the word. We've been getting so much attention for our mission, and we've got spectators coming up to us telling us their story.
Right.
We've got other people who are trying to carry the message, like you guys, that connect with us so that we can amplify each other's messages.
Exactly.
And we've been doing that all weekend. And you know, so we had some success on track, but the biggest success was in all these amazing connections we made, carrying and amplifying this message about raising mental health and addiction recovery awareness. You know, we chose the name Remix because it means changing or adding to the original to create something new and improved.
Right.
We don't want to throw anything away. Come with everything that you brought with you, and then let's see if together we can find a way to make things even better for each of us and for all of us together. And that's what we do when we come out here to these Moto America weekends. So I'd love to talk to you about the racing because that's fun, but this is really just a platform to be able to carry our message.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I was asking is because it's part of the journey, right?
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of people see this as like the top tier, right?
Yeah.
Moto America for American racing, and maybe there's somebody out there who's battling through stuff who might see this as a pathway to recovery. Like,
I hope
hey,
they do.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy racing. I enjoy motorcycles. There's this guy Jeremy that's in the same spot in life that I'm in right now, who's now living the best life, racing professionally in Moto America on the biggest stage. Maybe I can do that too.
Yes.
You can.
That's exactly what we want to do. We want to inspire people to push themselves. You know, the only way that you can expand your comfort zone is to step outside of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, that's what we do. And you know, I've been inspired to do that, right? I'm not taking the lead. We're all just following the person who kept the door open for us, and we're walking through it and then holding it open for the next person. And yeah, and so, you know, the more reach we have to cast that really wide net to encourage people to push themselves, whether it's motorcycles or something else, but to find the passion, find the community, challenge yourself, get outside of your comfort zone so that you can expand it, and you'd be so surprised at what you're capable of.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to get into our favorite part of talking with the race. Yeah, talking to our racers, our racing teams. All right, so 5 random questions.
Okay.
Normally I have them in front of me, so right now I'm going to have to pull them off the top of my head. First off, if your bike could talk to your pit crew, what's one thing that it would go and tell them that you probably don't want it to tell them?
No, I think my bike would be so incredibly grateful. We've got this incredible crew. They're super professional, but before that, they're our friends and our family, and they're all about having fun, and they've taken so good care of the bike. Have we named her yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. She doesn't have a name yet. I know.
You guys name your bike?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I have asked that question of so many people.
That question because nobody was naming them.
Yeah.
So
I name bikes. All of our bikes have names. She doesn't have one yet because we haven't bonded.
So my Super Sport, I named her Freya.
I love it. We have Gladys at home.
So the Freya, the Norse goddess of love and war, gave a cloak to Loki to go to the land of the giants. And so she got her name because one of my first trips out, before I got my endorsement, I know shame on me, I got pulled over in Olympia for going 30 over on I-5.
Okay.
All right. And I'm like, I feel like I flew too close to the sun, and that's the closest story or version of the Icarus story in Norse mythology.
There you go.
And the cloak, so that's where she got her name. And then
we came up with Furio for my bike. It's a 2022 Ducati Street Fighter V4S.
Okay.
Straight hooligan bike. You know,
Nice.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Naked bike should have over 200 horsepower. You know,
not
but
just that, but when you ride that bike, it like you track the throttle, and it's like it talks to you and tells you faster.
Yes.
You gotta have a solid check valve riding that bike. It is a demon. So Loki and everything.
Yeah.
Whole part.
Yeah, that's great. She definitely has a personality. You know, I crashed her on Friday morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the little
There's a couple
over
things.
here.
There's a little bit of boo-boo. The thing is we always put her back together as much as we can at the track, and then between races we put her back together and keep her looking pretty. We know that looking clean and looking sharp is
part of the package.
Part of the package is how you go fast. So.
The bike wouldn't complain to the big crew, but what is one complaint the bike might have about your riding style?
Stop crashing me at the beginning of the race weekend.
It's rude.
That's. I got two versions of every question. That way I can keep it flipped up. But
what else you got?
All right, so I'm done interrupting. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. So, what is one talent or secret about yourself that you think your fans would find very entertaining?
You can really
answer that
talk.
one.
Wait, what? Oh, that is cool. All right. She's like, no.
You got some talents too.
Yeah.
I can really
You
talk.
got your electric
I
personality.
have my electric personality.
And by that, I don't just mean that she has this obvious electric personality. She actually, like digital electric stuff gets shorted out.
That's
Okay.
my wife. She has subtitles.
Yeah.
So we told her to play nice all the time because when she's not,
Oh, yeah.
like she has subtitles.
That's
nice.
hysterical. Love it.
She also is an empath. She knows what we're all feeling right now. Yeah.
So be careful with your thoughts around her.
But it's really great because, you know, the thing is that when I have my crashes, I have, you know, because of my own mental health challenges, I have these demons that come crawling into my psyche, trying to defeat me. And she has a way of tuning in and resetting me, and I always come back stronger. And the more we do it, she's able to say, this is your process, this is your pattern. And together we've learned how to override all those self-defeating thoughts. And that's an important part of the recovery process also, is learning not to believe everything you think.
Right. So now, outside of motorcycles, obviously it's a great hobby, great sport, and it's what brought us all together. What other hobbies do you have?
Yes.
What was that?
Tell it.
Travel.
Travel?
Love to travel. Seeing the world from a motorcycle's point of view is one of the coolest adventures you can have.
That is awesome.
Almost everything we do has something to do with so a lot of our traveling involves motorcycles. But yeah, we love seeing new places, meeting new people, experiencing new cultures.
Yeah, definitely meeting new people, talking to people about their daily lives, and definitely just experiencing the world.
Awesome. So with that, sub question.
Okay.
All right. What is the most interesting or beautiful place that you guys have gone and visited?
Oh wow, the Dolomites in Europe.
Europe?
Yes.
Yeah, we rode from Munich, Germany down to Florence, Italy, and then got to ride on the Mugello track for a few days.
Oh.
But riding through the Dolomites.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
Low-key jealous.
And hey, Tim, you know how you were telling us earlier that like the culture here is not very, you know, outside of our little community, is not very supportive of motorcycles. Cars don't seem to like us, don't seem to respect the fact that we're exposed, we're vulnerable. In Europe, especially in places like Italy and Germany, the motorcycle culture is so different. cars have much more respect for motorcycles and motorcyclists, and then the community of motorcyclists out on the road is just, it's amazing. So if you ever have a chance, put it on your bucket list. Riding through the Dolomites, it's as if God came down and drew the perfect motorcycle roads.
And then painted it perfectly along the way. It's beautiful.
All right, so next question.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. All right. Now, sportsmanship aside, okay? All right. We all like to be good sports to one another. If you could wear a costume to psych out your opponents, what would it be?
The answer to this. Go ahead.
No.
Oh man, she's reading your mind.
Oh, I know what mine would be, but what's yours?
I don't know. Superman. Okay, yeah, sure. When I was a kid, my grandmother made me a Superman cape, and I had a little like figurine or whatever, and I wore it until I wore it out. I wore it everywhere, and yeah, and so I guess it just kind of stuck with me. I still have a lot of memorabilia from my childhood, Superman, and yeah, and if of course they all think that I can, you know, fly faster than a speeding bullet, leap tall buildings in a single bound, I'm sure they'd all be a little bit more intimidated.
Right?
All right, what's yours is gonna be more interesting.
Well, I'm just always going to be myself because I'm Superwoman. But if I have to pick someone, it would be Wonder Woman. I mean, she's amazing.
You know, there's another.
Turn.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be the only Wonder Woman out there, because Mallory Dobbs had the same. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay, so now to end it off.
Okay.
All right. Have you ever eaten something or drank something before going out on a racetrack and had an adverse reaction? And what was it?
Okay, so last round was at Road Atlanta, and we did a track day there 2 weeks before so that I could try the track out because I had never been there before. If you've never been to Road Atlanta, the track itself is amazing. The complex is incredible, right? Like MotoGP quality. And with as beautiful and as amazing as the whole track and complex are, and hopefully they won't be watching this, but their grill, they're like
Sandwich.
yeah,
Burger.
it leaves a little something to be desired. So we had, I think it was some kind of soggy black bean burger with soggy fries or something, and we were so hungry that we ate it. I went back out on track and almost had to come back in, and you know, yes, I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to try to keep it clean. You might have a family-friendly audience.
Right. Well, we try to keep it. We try to keep it clean, right? Because our kids, their friends, they all like to watch our channel, so we try to keep it.
Use your imagination.
Yes.
But everything was fine. But I also found for like cramping, and this is something that a lot of the other racers that I talk to use pickle juice.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
And so we always have a lot of pickle juice, and that does just the opposite. It doesn't give me a bad reaction. It actually helps hydrate and help prevent cramping.
You gotta be careful.
But it's a very strange thing to drink right before you go out on track.
You know, there was another Adon said that he ate pickles and peanut butter.
That makes sense. Protein and pickle juice. That makes sense.
I did not. My brain can't wrap around the mixture complexities of those two foods together.
Sure.
But, you know, now that you're talking about pickle juice and cramping, it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. When there's a mission goal there.
Yeah.
You can suck it up through a lot.
Whatever it takes. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. A little shot.
Yeah.
Right? Shot of pickle juice. But, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to us. Share your story, your mission. I enjoy it, and I look forward to talking with you guys a lot more in the future.
Absolutely.
Thank you all.
All right.
Get on track together soon.
I would love that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Later, guys.
Quack.